Hello dear students, welcome in the physical education class. Students, in the previous video we have discussed about the question from question number 1 to 11 and 12 to 14. Today we will discuss two questions, question number 15 and 16, which was carrying 5 marks. Okay, so let's start. Okay, the question number 15 was write down the meaning of physical education, explain objective of physical education. Okay, so meaning and definition of physical education. Physical education is an integral part of the education which deals with the muscles and their response, right? And we can say physical education is that which deals with the muscles of our body and their coordination with our brain, right? That is physical education. And physical education also deals with the physical fitness and the mental fitness. We will discuss it now. According to JB Ness, what is the definition of physical education? That is, physical education is that field of education which deals with big muscles, activities, and their related response. It means physical education is that which is related with the muscles and their coordination with our brain and their proper response and their related response. Right now, aim and objective of physical education. The aim of physical education is in the single line is the overall development of a child is called or is known as the aim of physical education. And if we will talk about the objective of physical education, these are: first is physical development. Whenever we get involved in the physical education programs and the physical activities, that time definitely we develops the physical fitness. It means this is the main objective, we can say, or this is the first objective of the physical education, to make the person physically fit. Okay, the second is mental development. Whenever we involve in the activities which are related to physical education, right, that time there are lots of activities in which we required very good coordination of brain and our body. It means by involving the physical activities we develops the mental condition also. Okay, because many physical activities need alertness of mind, deep concentration, and the calculated movement. Suppose you are playing playing the badminton. That time someone smash, and that time you move your body towards that side, and you try to play with the shuttlecock. That time there is a very big coordination with your body and your brain, and then you react against that quick signal that develops the mental capacity and capability. Okay, next is social development. When we take part in the physical activities, that time we involved in so many activities in which we come closer to the other person, through which we learn the social adjustment. Okay, and through the sports we develop several qualities like cooperation, tolerance, sympathy, sportsmanship, and fair play, etc. Right, these are the qualities which we develop while playing the game or while involving the physical activities. Next is emotional development. What is emotional development? Suppose we take part in the tournament. That time if 10 teams are participating, okay, only one team will be the winner and 9 will get defeat. That time 9 team feels very bad. If they will be very emotional, they will be emotionally weak, then they will be mentally disappointed, right? But sports uh, teaches us to control our emotion. Either we are losing the matches or we are winning the matches, right? We should control our emotion because everyone is having lots of emotions like love, anger, hate, jealousy, fear, hope, pleasure. Okay, so these emotions are in a person, and Sports makes a person to control these emotions. Okay, so these are the main objective of physical fitness, physical development, mental, social and emotional development. Okay, next question was uh, components of physical fitness, right? First component of physical fitness is speed. Speed is whenever we covers maximum distance in a minimum time period, that is called a speed. Or we can say speed may be defined as the ability to move the body as fast as possible, right? Next is strength. Strength is the capability or capacity of muscles to do the work. Okay, or we can say the ability of muscles to overcome resistance is called strength, right? Next is endurance. Endurance is the ability to do sports movement with the desired quality and the speed under the condition of fatigue. A student was asking a question that, sir, what is the difference between endurance and stamina? Listen, the stamina is that when we do the activity with the energy. Okay, if we have energy to do that activity, that time it is called stamina, right? But when our body gets fatigued, okay, and we don't have capacity, we don't have energy to do that work, but we keep doing that work in the condition of fatigue, right? Now we don't have energy, our body is in the condition of fatigue and we are continuing that activity, that is called endurance, which is the third component of physical fitness. Next is flexibility. Flexibility is the maximum range of movement of our joints, right? If we can bend more towards forward, or we can say we can bend our body more to the last point, that is called the flexibility, or that is called the range of the joints. Okay, so flexibility is totally depend on the range of movement of the joint and the elasticity of the muscles. Fifth is coordinative ability. Coordinative ability is was also known as agility before 1985, but it was seen that it is more than agility, because in the coordinative ability there is the proper coordination between our muscles and our brain, right? And this is the combination of all the components of physical fitness, like speed, endurance, strength, flexibility, right? So this is the ability to coordinate with our brain and their response. Okay, this was the topic for today. Thank you so much.